Hello everyone and welcome to a new pre-searing video with a webcam for the first time in a very long time. I know, very exciting, but what is actually exciting is the pre-charring tournament, which I'll be talking about in this video. There is the second edition of the pre-charring tournament happening right now in the month of May. And just to be clear, I'm not organizing this tournament. I didn't even donate, which is a little bit shameful, but well, the pre-searing folks at the pre-searing Discord helped me out tremendously with, they shared my videos and they posted them on the site. So I want to do the least I can do, which is use my very tiny platform and just share awareness, especially since this is probably the biggest thing happening in pre-searing right now. So I think you should participate if you like something like this. The tournament is essentially a Northlands Speedclear Tournament where you have to clear 13 groups of char and 4 bosses with a partner. And you're allowed to be any profession, any secondary profession, any level. You can use any legal items, which are items you can legally use in pre-searing. So you can use bonus weapons, you can use the imp, you can use any consumables you want. What you are not allowed to use is the hash items, which are the illegal items, the items from old bags, or items that are no longer obtainable. I think that's also banned. I don't think they mention this here, but I believe they would be banned. So for example, if you somehow got an item from the 2 hours where you could loot Vanguard enemies, I suspect that's not allowed. But everything else should be okay. And to compete, as I said, you just clear Northlands as fast as you can with a partner, and you both have to record the run. I guess you can split, since you're both recording and you both have to use a timer. But there is an FAQ section in this post, so I would probably go ahead and ask if you plan to participate. I plan to participate myself. I don't know what my strategy would be because I don't yet have a partner. And I probably would not use my main pre-searing character because I'm still working on Survivor, so I don't want to sacrifice speed in the name of safety, so I would do it on another character. Also, since my main is level 20, that doesn't allow me to use an imp, so I would probably just level up my warrior to 19, because that sounds like a good profession to use. Anyhow, yes, back to the rules. You both need to record. Phone recordings are banned, so just use OBS or another program you can use to record your desktop. And you both have to use timers. They give an example, you can use the toolbox timer, but I suspect any timer you can add that is visible should work, but I don't think /age will work for showing age in your area. It has to be precise, so just don't rely on using /age on your ruling, because I suspect that might be disqualified. You also have to show your attributes, armor, and weapons in the video. So I would say just do it at the start, or if you plan to do many tries and you don't want to record your whole setup every time, just do it after you pause the timer, after you get a very good clear. So why would you want to do that? Why would you want to clear Northlands of the char? Well, except for the fact that you're an exemplary Ascalon citizen and you just want to get rid of the char. Well, there is 1,000 black dice in rewards sponsored by a bunch of different fantastic people. So shout out to every one of you in this list of donators. I'm not one of them, but thank you for sponsoring such a fantastic event like this. And there is 300 black dice for the first completion, as well as 20 arm braces, 2 prized axes, 4 exotic miniatures, 50 gifts of the Huntsman, 2 fire staves, and 20 cloths of Brotherhood, as well as pre-charring tournament champion title. And the second place gets 250 black dice along with some other rewards. Third place gets 150, fourth place gets 50 black dice, and fifth place gets 50 black dice, as well as some of the other rewards. And if you're quick at maths, you can say, hey, Mr. Pre-searing man, that only adds to 800 black dice and you promised us 1000. Well, it's easy to promise when it's not my money, but this time I was actually correct, because there is another sub competition you can take part in. If you are not interested in farming char, you can vote on who you think will be the winner, And if you guess correctly, you can get some black dice as well. For the first place, if you guess the winner correctly, you get 100 black dice divided by the number of voters for that person or that team. Second place gets 60 and the third place gets 40, and one random voter will get a miniature Visu. So, what's there else to say? You have to be part of the pre-searing Discord, so I will have the link, the invite to the Discord in the video description. If you're not yet in the pre-searing Discord, I would really advise you to join, even if you're not too much of a Discord user. I was apprehensive as well, but this Discord and the admin that runs it, Mayor, this is probably the most advanced Discord server I've ever been in. And I've been in a lot of Discord servers, as I guess you've been too if you use Discord, because it's all about the servers. This is extremely advanced. They do a lot of cool competitions. They do a lot of cool events. They do a lot of cool, well, just chats. They're working on the charcoal right now thing. So if you're an active pre-searing player, I would highly advise you to join this Discord and try your hand out at the pre-charring tournament. Even if you're not a speed demon, it's just fun to do. Who knows? Even if you don't win, you might just snag some rare purple and you might get your money back that way. And even if not, I think the fun is worth it. So highly recommend it, and I plan to take part as well. So that's it for the news for the pre-charring tournament. And as a last thing I wanted to talk about in this video, you can take a look at this whole layout I have here. I shamelessly copied Seibe's layout. If you also play RuneScape, you might recognize the similarity, because I just think it looks fantastic. Although his layout looks far better, far more professional than mine, I think it still does its job. One last thing that I wanted to say about the whole pre-charring tournament, I wanted to give shout out to Ketuja, who's apparently the person that created the first pre-charring tournament. I wasn't around when this was happening. I mean, I was around, but I wasn't a part of the Discord. I wasn't really a part of the conversation. I was just doing my thing, and I think it's really should be promoted whenever somebody hosts a tournament like this. So big shout out. And I think this, the second edition, is hosted by Mayor or by the pre-searing Discord staff themselves, even if they're not mentioned here. So big shout out for hosting something like this as well, especially for something like pre-searing where not much is going on. I especially value when somebody steps up and organizes something. So yeah, last time shout out. And back to what I was planning to say, I wanted to ask if there is any interest for making a sort of probably once a month series like pre-searing news or something like that. I've been thinking about, there's not really much going on in the tutorial, but sometimes, you know, stuff happens. We had this new best in slot bow that dropped. We have this tournament. We have a bunch of other things that's happening on the Discord, and not everyone uses Discord. We have people that are achieving some rare titles. We have some really cool drops that deserve shouting out. We have just whatever is happening, whatever is worth mentioning. I've been thinking about making maybe once a month video, or a little earlier if it's a time-sensitive thing, to just talk about everything that's going on. So let me know if you're interested in something like this. Let me know what you think of this experimental layout. Because that's probably something I would use for the news segment as well. Yeah, I hope you'll join the pre-charring tournament. Big shout out to the whole pre-searing Discord staff, and have a good one. Goodbye.